Hi everybody, welcome to tonight's class. We are doing the owl class today. I've got my bucket of water here and I've got my Oasis soaking. So what you want to do is you want to fill your sink or your basin with water and you want to just drop your Oasis in there so that it'll wick right through. Then we are going to take out our container from our kit. Move that out of the way. We're just going to push that in there like that. Okay, we're going to set this aside for a second, and then we are going to grab our owl because we want to get him placed in there. So he's going to be too long. You just can break your little wood stick. I'm just going to place him in the center. Super cute, I love these ones. Like the little cranberries on his head. You're going to open up your green pack. And you're going to have 3 different kinds of greens in here. Just like this. Just going to show you here. Okay. So the green we're going to work with first is this one, which is our fir. So you're going to have assorted sizes. Most of them are cut pretty close to arrangement length for you, just so that it makes it a little bit easier. But you do not want that. You want to clean that off so that you have a nice clean stem to put in. So you're going to put one just in behind his head. And you're going to clean another one off, and you're going to put one on the side. Now this, way too big. So we're actually going to dismantle this one a little bit because they're way too long. So we're just going to take these apart. We're just going to put it on the outside of the container. We don't throw anything out. So if you're left with a stem like that, clean that off, and we also put that just tuck it in the back. Again, this one, way too big. So you can cut these, or if they'll work for you nicely, you can just rip them apart. So we're just going to go around the outside of the container. Again, way too long. So we're going to cut that. Make sure you put a couple just in front of your owl as well. I'm just going to work our way around. Some that are way too big here. And get that tucked in there. Just like that. Don't forget to put a couple in the back. You don't have to green it heavy, just a couple. Okay, so this is layer 1. Then we're going to move into your pine. These, again, way too big. So if it has a little nodule like that, you're just gonna, you don't want to put that in. You want to clean that off. And then you're just going to go back around throughout your arrangement. And these ones I'm cutting into smaller pieces and cleaning them off. We're going to put one bigger one here. And then this one, again, too big. So we're going to cut this one in half. And again, clean off our pieces. Tuck them in. And again, you're just going to work your way around your container. Front there, so don't forget to do that because you can't see it. And again, don't forget to put a couple in the back. That is layer 2. And then we're going to move into our cedar. And again, these pieces are too big. So you're going to cut them down or they'll just get floppy on you, and you don't want that. And we call this the baby's breath of the greens because it fills everything so nicely at the end for you. And this is our last green. So these we're just going to, this, because that piece was way too big. End up having trouble. This one I'm actually gonna cut in 3 because it was way too long. Again, we're just gonna go all the way around. I love Christmas greens. They smell so good. Always sad in January when the greens are gone. If you get one like this, you can push it together like that. And when you push it into your oasis, then it kind of gives you a different effect. Okay, so now we are going to move on to our flower pack. If I can find the spot to get it open. So you're going to have a couple stems, a couple pieces of Soleil. It's always packed in with our greens, or in with our flowers, not our greens, because it needs a water source, whereas the greens don't. So you want to cut it down to more like that size. And you're just going to tuck it in on either side of your owl, kind of one behind and one in front. Just like that. Okay, so then we are going to move into our flowers. And the first one we're going to put in is our Alstroemeria. So you're going to actually take this foliage off so that you can see where all of your stems are, and you're going to cut these right from that base. So you're going to have a bunch of little ones, and they're pretty much the right size when you cut it there. And then you're just going to tuck them in the front of your arrangement. That. Then you're going to move into your single stem carnations. When they come in, they're very tight like this. What you're going to do is you're going to hold here, and you're just going to push the petals out. It's the only flower you can do it with, but they do always come in quite tight. So when you're going to measure for these, you're going to find where you want to set it, and then you're going to cut right at where the container is. That's your best guide to get it in where you would like it, and it's always the right size then. So same with here. I'm going to measure to my container, and at this point you need to put your flowers where you would like to see them. There is no right or wrong to this step. Get that fluffed out. Put it here. Sometimes the pine makes it hard to get your flowers in. Okay, so then we're going to move to our mini carns. So I'm going to leave a couple at the top together. I'm just going to cut that down. And again, you're just going to pop them in here and there. That. And again, there is no right or wrong to this. Don't look at your neighbors, because your neighbors is never going to look like yours. It is almost impossible to make anything identical, so you don't need to worry about that. Get that tucked in there. There we go. And that is our owl Christmas centerpiece. Thanks for joining us, and Merry Christmas. Take care, everybody.